Hello. Good afternoon, I guess. I have been waiting a while to do another Exedra stream. So much stuff was happening in the game, and all of it was just on the edge, plus I've been super tired. But I've saved up a lot of keys at this point. And I haven't even bought everything, but first, I already did claim my results, but the Exedra, I did get a third prize, and a few fourth prizes, a couple of fifths, and of course a bunch of participations, as it goes. Yeah, I got more than nothing out of it. So, the new Walpurgus raid came out yesterday, which means today's the first day that we can do it up to rank 12. I was blowing through these yesterday. This is the current team setup that I have. I just said, hey, have a good team, but you stop is in effect. So, no action advance. So I didn't put Malayu or Moimura in there, and otherwise just fielded a pretty decent team. I do feel like I'm probably going to change it up. I think I've already got some ideas about how it's probably going to change as I get to the difficulties that don't immediately crumple. But we got to see if it can actually put up any resistance to my girls first. So I do have, since there is no action advance, I wanted Mommy in here still, sake of speed. And then I just decided to go with Madokami, because, and threw Tsuruno in for that. I'm thinking of swapping her out potentially for Yachio, who I do have at Ascension 5 versus Ascension 0 for Madokami. That's one thing I'm already thinking of mixing up. And then I'm also wondering if maybe swapping one of my buffers for a second breaker might be something. But I also have so many pulls to do that who knows what I'm going to have here in an hour for dealing with rank 12. It's so pretty though. Where are we at in turn order? Alright, we're getting to turn 3. So I am already feeling like, and I've figured for a while that when Walpurgus Noct was introduced as a boss here, we were going to be seeing a situation where we are going to be focusing on breakers, because that's just the way, yeah, you have to break it and then it just falls apart. So I think I'm going to try swapping out Tsuruno for a breaker. and see how that goes. We'll take that into difficulty 8. The rule of Walpurgus Nacht is you do no damage until you do all of the damage. So yeah, we'll swap Thurano out with a Raker. Who's gonna be... I think... Who do I want between... I think it's going to be just these two. So the way she works isn't quite as relevant to the fight. And then these two are my highest ascensions. We'll just go with Alina for now. No, I think the higher... She's better single target, and it's a single target fight. I'm taking Toka. Yeah, let's increase her speed. That sounds good. And we need a different one on here. No. Yep, okay. Oh, that's going to be the one we take here. Give her a couple of levels. It's been a few fights since I leveled her up. And I can afford that. Probably for the best to get that done. Alright, let's go ahead and try out the next difficulty. And then I do need to get the rolls going, because I want to get to the rolls not too far into the stream so that I can see what new characters I have to work with. I've been looking forward to Walpurgus Nacht as the raid boss for a couple of reasons. One of which is every time I have to go back and fight her to like get some rewards from the new event, seasonal thing, whatever. I'm always like, all right, Val, come on, it's time for your beating. It's just being able to pop in every day and just be like, all right, Val, come on. Time to open up, time to get through that break gauge, and just take a nice little beating real quick. It's satisfying after, you know, Walpurgus Nacht being Walpurgus Nacht throughout all of the times it has Walpurgus Nacht to be able to just deal with it. Deal with it how Homura was never able to. And yeah, I think the 2 breakers is probably going to be the play here, considering it's a higher difficulty, and we're in break sooner, and now we're just shaving off chunks. Beautiful. Love to see it. Break goes up to 999 on this one. Normally capped at 800, I believe. Which this boss does have the highest, I think, that has existed in the game, as far as I'm aware. Unless I'm forgetting some weird event boss or something. But that's a new one. Or maybe if there's something in the chaos difficulty. I don't do chaos. But I think those are all just like challenges against something that's made harder, which this would just make easier. Well, I am actually questioning the Rena instead of Toka. I could see that potentially being decent for increasing the length of time that you're in break. It's got to get there fast. I mean, Walpurgus naturally has a really long break phase. So we'll see how it goes as we get into higher difficulties. But I've got a lot of Fate leads to pull. So let's go ahead and get started with that. With 100 regular keys. I also have a 10 pull ready to go here. Got 2 of these. I've got 168 of these. So I've got a couple of guaranteed 5 stars coming up. And then I was thinking I want to roll for these. I want Fuka. And then I've also got the 10 pulls of those. I have been putting off doing any rolls. I'll keep clicking through these because I can always transform at the end. But I've been putting off the rolls for over a month now. So I was saving up to do a bunch of pulls on stream for the anniversary. And then the anniversary, I kept being like, I'm not sure exactly when to stream, and then also being incredibly exhausted from a couple different factors. But mainly moving and changing everything about my life. It's a little tiring. So, I have, I think, like 2 months worth of stuff saved up, which includes all the bonuses from the first anniversary. And I also, as I was watching all the stuff come out for first anniversary, I was seeing how many keys I was getting everything. I was like, it could be a decent time to just pull a bunch all at once. So I finished getting all of the key packs for the new collab characters yesterday in preparation for this. And I also beat all of Orico that was, or not Orico, Heart that was available this morning from the new update. It was, I was getting ready to make that like my entire morning, playing through it, like hoping to at least get through Battler. And then just suddenly I got partway through and suddenly just stopped. Oh, okay. It's going to be the absolute worst odds that we see all day. So, oh! Alright, well this is something. We have got something here. What is something? Shiny key, gold door. Two golds. Gold coming up. We got a Holy Mommy Ascension. Those eyes. There's... Poor Mommy. Got one more gold in this pull. And it is a Felicia. I believe she was already met. So that's going to be, oh, wow, actually no. Okay. I just have not paid attention to her in so long, I guess. All right, well that's something. Hi Ray Ray, how's it going? It's going decent here. Just starting on the polls and got, as you can see here, something. I got some something. And we got 60 more regular keys to go. Oh, we'll do it. Move the purples. Keep clicking through just in case, but... Yeah, welcome in, Ray Ray. And if coming in just now, you kind of came in at the perfect time. That's the first time something happened. I got through difficulty 7 and 8 of the raid already. And then I started firing off these. I was running one of my more generic good teams, and then I switched to hear ya. Well, whatever you happen to hear out of this. Luckily the polls, they last a little while, so gives a decent little chance to see that. Definitely appreciate seeing you in here, though. Let's keep burning through these basic keys. And then probably fire off the guaranteed 4 stars after that, and then I think I'll start pulling on the limiteds, and then I'll do the guaranteed 5 stars at the end, because I'll probably accrue 1 or 2 more. Actually not, possibly even more than 2 now I think about it, but we'll see. Nope. We got some hype on this one. Okay, we got both characters. We got 1 gold after a gold door. There we go. We have a Mitama. Nice. I think she's only A0 right now, so that is definitely good to have. I've been so out of the game for a little while that I'm not sure if I'm not sure who all is in the pool for this at this point. I'm not sure what 5 stars have recently been added and which ones are not in the pool for the basic keys yet. And yeah, that was Ascension 1 out of 5. Purple door. On just a single purple is suspicious. Or maybe I don't understand when it's a blue door and when it's a purple door. It's like no rhyme or reason. Finally out of the basic keys here. Alright, we are out of basic keys. 3 5 stars out of 100 pulls with those. And now, let's see what this does for us. The odds are better, I think. And it's blue door. They really need to add more 4 stars. Oh well. Alright, so next up I'm going to start pulling for these. Because I have the 10 sets of 10 pulls. So out of the 3 I've determined I'm going to pull this one first. If I get her, I'm going to try and go over to get the other ones as well, but I said she was priority 1. I'm not familiar with the series. I would like to be. I would like to check it out at some point in time, but as of right now, I have no familiarity with the characters from Monogatari. Except that I know a musician that used to have the blonde-haired girls, the blonde-haired girl as their profile picture. That's like my entire knowledge of the series. Former brony musician. Apparently liked that character. But, so I picked based off of... So, hey, I did kind of want this one because I like her special, because I like the like, glitch out and break her neck thing. Beautiful. She had me at twitching and snapping her neck. But as a AoE grass breaker, I would like... That sounds good, thank you. So she did just wind up being priority based out of what her actual kit is. Got a purple door. And we got some purples. Purple can sometimes mean a gold. The heads up system for did you get something or did you not get something in this game continues to baffle me after a year in. I've also still not seen a time reversal. Which is a very rare event, but... And I am free to play, but I have been a very aggressive... No! Ray, that's so sad to hear. Maybe I'll drop some of my polls into the Discord. Keep you tuned in that way. Nothing yet, though. So it looks like we're getting another free guaranteed 5-star key out of this. Well, we got a bunch of purples. Are any of them going to change? Nothing yet. No. Hooray! Oh. Oh, we got some hype on this one. Did get Santa Sayaka? Congratulations. That is awesome. I was thinking of trying to pull on her as well. I know they fixed the exploits, but still incredibly strong, even without being able to just take infinite turns. All right, Mama, please. Oh. All right, we got another Kirikikir, which I don't think she's maxed out yet, and she is my absolute favorite defender, so that's something. Yep, Ascension 4 out of 5. It's something. Yeah, also, unfortunately, Santa Sayaka would be not great at the current raid since it's action order advancement. So, sadly, miss overpowered, but somehow completely nerfed at this time. That's another 10 pull clicked through. Well, we're getting low on odds that we're going to be getting multiple of the characters for sure. Purple door. No, it's absolute worst odds possible. But hey, I got, I think it was Bow Homura I got off of a just turning into a gold. Keep on clicking. Clickety click, click, click. At least the music here is not disabled in stream mode. Well, that ain't happening yet. This is our last 10 pull for this. Oh, we do have a gold coming up here. Which again, purple door means what? Oh, we got one of the twins. Tsukasa. Okay, so I'll get a key now. Okay. Bonus single draw. What are the odds? Literally, what are they? I don't know. The bonus. I have not looked into it. Well, not high enough, it seems. Wah, wah, wah. What do we get out of the trader for that? Oh yeah, it's just normal. Alright. Nothing by default. Burrito! So, I do have... I got me a bunch of gems saved up here. And I did get absolutely annihilated by Fuka in PvP recently. So I think I want to pull for her as well. And then I was also thinking of pulling for the upcoming Dark Heart Jonyuk when she comes out. But I think we're going to see how this goes. Let the draws commence. Well, about that, I'm going to update the little... Something's happening already. we got something. We have a special animation. Mel? Oh, hi, Mel. I was not expecting to see you. Of all the possible people after that, I was not expecting Mel. Which, there it is. The poll was Mel. Thought it only did the special animations for the featured characters. But apparently, no. Or is she featured? She probably is featured in this as well. She is relevant to the story that these characters are from. I wonder if that means that there might be a special animation for, you know, potentially other relevant characters. That was a spook. That was a absolute fake out there. So anyhow, as I was saying, I was going to update record info. There we go. Well, anybody that tunes in can know that the polls ain't going great yet. I mean, absolutely taking a couple of the ascensions that I've gotten so far. Kirika, Mel, both good hits, I feel. And Kirika, I use Kirika probably more than any other unit, so getting another ascension for her is just one of the best things that can happen to me, I suppose. So, I mean, it's not like she isn't already tanking everything, so... Goes another 10 pull with no spice on it. Got some more nothing. Alright. Well, we're getting another guaranteed 5-star. This one's got flower petals. This might be something. Nice! That's the one I wanted. Alright, we got one gold in here. And we know it's the one that we want. Beautiful. I feel like at this point we've got like a pretty decent set of like buffers, debuffers. There's definitely more room to play with in there. And we're filling out attackers to a decent extent. And breakers I feel is going to be one of the next big game changers. Nice. Right on time with getting that key. I think I'll punt on now on if I'm going to pull for more ascensions on her. Although, I mean, it is a shared pool as well with the other character who I don't have yet. But let's, at this point, go take a quick look at how much I've saved up towards more 5-star keys. With, yeah, we can get 2. Let's go grab a couple of guaranteed 5-stars. And then get back to the raids. 7 of these, and then this is, I think, like 5? Now we're getting the hyped up animations. I believe that is what her name is. Oh, that's spelled and everything. Oh, I do believe this home run is already maxed, so that's that's just 500 points towards another guaranteed 5-star key. This one's even hyper than the last one. Does that mean it's not something I don't have maxed out? We've got... Yes! Yes! We got Kane! Yes! Alright, I might actually change my profile picture for a little bit for this one. Yes! He's home! I love my punk rock girl. So fantastic. So I was not sure if she was even in the pool yet. And I was hoping so, because I did want her. Got Alina, I believe, yeah, she was already maxed out. So that's more points towards another key. So I think we still need 2 more repeats in order to hit buying another key. Which, oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Got another Moema. She was already maxed. Now we just need 1 more repeat. Can we get it here and just go straight over to the shop before we even start pulling with our guaranteed 5-star keys? What do we have here? Oh, nice. As we discovered earlier, she was not actually maxed. Nice. We maxed our Felicia. Oh, but how nice it would be to just make it a 10 pull. Don't quite have the ability to do it, though. So, actually, wait. Make sure that it actually gave me all the ones from the... Okay. I thought so, but I just wanted to double check. Probably get enough dupes that by the end of it will be 10 pulls. We're just gonna have to go one by one. Yep, it's a gold door. They're always going to be hype. Sakura. Ooh, I think I have it Ascension 1 right now? Also has not been relevant to me yet. But having more range for attackers is never a bad thing. Oh, wow. She's already at Ascension 4? She only entered the pool, like, fairly recently. I did not draw for her when she came out. Or pull, or however you want to vernaculate. We got a Mabayu. Mabayu 2. The less ascended of my Babayus. And I do love my Mabayu. The one additional magical girl besides the Holy Quintet that exists on my Tomodachi Life Island. Now Ascension 2 of 5. Alright. Another pull. Another guaranteed 5-star. And draw again. Alright. Yep. Yep. Back to back. Already fully ascended worst girls. Nice, we got another Mel. So that's a couple of Mel ascensions today. Okay. And we got another Mabayu. This one being the first one. The original OG, who is Ascension 2 as well. Okay, so they're both Ascension 2 at this point. Nice, we got some good kits. And then I am thinking later or in the next few days, I'm going to try and make my list for my account of what all characters I have at what Ascensions and everything. Post that to the Discord later on. Oh, our Sna was not maxed? Crazy. But again, I use Kirika for everything, regardless of elements. Just always, every time. Just winds up being the best in my experience. Alright, one more key to go. Alright. Last poll of this, for now at least, stream most likely. Unless somebody just really happens to talk me into pulling for some more limiteds. Oh, I got a home run. Okay. She was already maxed. Well, cool. We got a couple of good pickups there. Let's level a couple of them. Okay, yeah, we've got enough for a couple characters. This down to... a while since I've used the resources, I'll be entirely honest. It's been a while since I've gotten a new character that's, like, relevant. We got Arcane, and I'm happy about that. And then she seemed immediately relevant. So, I joined a PvP match the other day where she was in it, and I was like, otherwise, the team doesn't look too scary. I'm not really too familiar with this one yet. It doesn't look too bad. And then she just destroyed me. She's a breaker that, like, goes first and is very fast. She's good. That's good. So I'm glad I was able to pull her, even if I wasn't able to get any of the collab characters, which is a disappointment because those are the least likely to get rerun. What am I short? Oh, I'm short on those. I can fix that. I can fix that either way. But I might not waste too much time with shopping. I'm just... yeah, there we go. We've leveled up our new girls. And then... sorry, anybody who faces me in PvP, but Felicia just got way stronger. Although I do need to actually redo my team to be way stronger. I'm gonna leave that around for now. Let's get back to some raids. I think I am going to keep with my team, which I don't think changed at all. I'll do it. Let them get a feel for things. So I know they're just leveling up right now. Yeah, wait, I actually did get an Ascension here, which does Ascension 4. What does that do? What does that do even? Ascension 4. Taking at least 1 damage grants and ooh, yes. Ah, beautiful. Yes. All right, the impenetrable wall becomes even more impenetrable, and now ults more often, which reduces damage taken. So, beautiful. Was already maxed. Couldn't have gotten anything and just didn't get anything. Wah, wah. Still, though, I think we're going to be able to take level 9. Considering level 8 was effectively nothing. Level 8 went easier than 7 for me, because I just stuck on a separate, for a second, breaker. I don't even know what this is for. Okay, so that did something. picked up when it got to her turn, maybe? No. Oh, that's probably when my units take damage over time from her fire? No, that's not what that is. I have the desire to pause at some point in order to see what that is that's ticking up. Figure out what her abilities actually are, because I have not looked into that yet. But I also don't want to pause a public raid for too long. Two breakers definitely feels like the way to go. Especially since not only do you want to break, but then you have such a massive percentage to build up on top of that. The only thing I would change is if I do have somebody who hits harder, which Yachio might. Otherwise, I think I am liking this team comp. Like that. Rank 9 is soloed. Let's see what rank 10 has for me. Probably not anything that's going to get through Kirika. Well, besides the minor little damage over time fire, not much you can do about that. You should definitely be careful with these barbecue Fritos, though. Too many of those will definitely hurt my tempo. And some water. Oh, we only have 4 rounds on difficulty 10. Well, it's a good thing I have 2 breakers then. The shield, the stupid shield. Alright, of course, the stupid shield also gets shredded by Kirika. I love Kirika. Which is also why I don't like Oriko so much, is because I love Kirika. And Oriko does not treat her right. Kirika deserved so much better. I mean, most characters in the Puella Magi universe deserve so much better. But she's one of them. Some of them, however, do deserve worse. Although I also haven't seen Arc 2 of Magia Record yet. So maybe I am wrong about that. That is the only instance, though, where I could think of, like, maybe somebody deserved worse. So I don't know what happened to Alina yet. Although, one of my favorite things is the way that she makes her wish. Because it's fantastic. So ramble about that for a moment. Spoilers on Alina's backstory. She basically decides to film herself jumping off of a building for art, and because she's bored and she's done with life. And so she makes her wish at the top and then jumps and then just gets back up later like, what? That creature was telling the truth? Like, I can't die now. What? She also she wishes for just like a really nice art studio with the intent of never actually using it. Just to get Kyubey to stop annoying her. Which is beautiful, in a way. And then there's everything else about Alina. Alright. 10. Still soloable with that team. Was starting to get to the point where we're going to have to see how much the different level increases. Increase the break barrier resistance. Increase the time before I get into break and cause me to not have enough time in break before the match actually ends in order to finish her off through the health pool. Which is exactly how I assumed a Walpurgus Noct raid would work. I approve. 8 down to 3 immediately. Thank you, Kirika. This game has definitely given me a very large appreciation for Kirika. I always kind of liked Kirika. But, again, she's probably my most used unit. Especially now that stop is a thing in this game. But I've also just not found any other defender or healer that's as effective. Just all around. Even for other fights where I've thought, you know, this one should be a better choice for this. Her kit's better suited to it now. But this one's on element this time, and Kirika isn't. No, Kirika's still better. Alright, well, we're up to our 999. We're still in turn 2. I think because Yachio gets charged to her NP out of her teammates' crits. Now, while I don't really have much buffing crits here, that's going to help me interject more attacks in with my attacker once we're in this break phase. So I do think Yachio is going to be the better choice in the long run. Assuming I don't, for some reason, wind up needing the little bit of healing from Monogami, but I don't think so. Also, seeing somebody's joined in here using the Madoka from the comic profile picture, which I did feel it was like a little bit of a letdown that she was a 3-star. I would have liked at least a 4-star. But, like, I appreciate her being in the game for the joke regardless. Like, come on, can we get another 4-star? It has only been since the release of the game. And now we actually have another 3-star, which, for the sake of being an April Fool's joke, is kind of funnier. But still. Wow, we annihilated that break bar. I just started rambling about something for a minute, and the break bar was gone. I was not expecting to see the boss get back into break. We're already back over at 800. Back over 900. 964. 999. Alright. Go off, Madoka. Boom. This one might actually fall shy of me being able to solo it. And now we are getting into the realm where could Rena be better? So the case with Rena is once it's in break, it's going to extend the break, which is going to extend that initial break that I have. But it will probably prevent a second break from happening. Now we got somebody requesting backup. Go ahead and hop in here. Gotta wait for my other one to be cleared out anyway. So now it's a race. Which I started late, so I'll probably be behind. Probably be way behind. My impression of this union member is that they are a bit stronger to me. Although, while I'm out here on stream, there is, so I run the union iron in, and there is currently an open spot. So, if anyone out there is curious, it is the Pleiades Saints. It is the name of the team from Kazubi Magica. Because, yeah, good luck spelling Pleiades if you've not seen it before. Yeah, the Pleiades Saints, which I lead, does have an open slot right now. And we've got me, and then we've also got, like, 3 other people that are way better than me. And then, we've only got 1 open slot, so we've got a full group of other active members as well. But yeah, there are a couple of people in this union that is just like, oh, well, I don't know how you're doing that, even. Aside from obscene wailing, like, I would love to see what their accounts look like. Okay, we're up to 12. We know our last team didn't quite do it. Let's assign. Let's swap Madoka for... gotta change our filter rules to not breakers. Fully Ascended Yachio. It's like a truck that's hauling a bunch of trucks. Wish I had some more crit in the team, but I feel like the speed is going to be more important. And I'd really like some crit on the team. We will see what we manage to wind up with after a few days, though. And they've probably got this one too, but I also kind of want to just kind of see how this starts going with the change that I made. So, get a little comparable. This one with my other team was clearable soloable myself, and of course, not going to get great data on that on this side, but as this other union member is just getting their easy clear sped up by me being present. But soon the 12 farms will begin, possibly even further. I'm excited for this new boss because it used to be for a while when raids were still fairly new that a few of my union members and I would kind of meet up every night. You know, we've never communicated. But we just kind of like found a time where we just kind of started meeting up each night to farm together. And since then, I mean, I've been very busy, but also, even prior to me being very busy, it's just the raids kind of like became less of a thing. One of the raid members got really into soloing 12s, I believe. So, stopped showing up as much. But, you know, those were also things where I was just casually soloing 12s. So, a new thing to work on and potentially buddy up with the old group. It's exciting. I see no problems with this setup. I'm going to go ahead and launch my 12. Already got some assistant popping in here, which is probably going to happen a lot with the 12s, to be honest, because there's probably a lot of other people excited to check things out. Yesterday when I was just getting up to 6, saw nobody, and then I did the 6, and my lobby was full. It was not even a long battle. Clearly, I could have soloed it very quick. As you can see, I was able to solo up to 10s. Yeah, whatever the new top difficulty is, people are just going to just jump into. So we are probably not going to get data today as to how much I can actually do on a 12. But I think... Hold on. I think I will probably keep track of that and post it to the Discord once I'm able to get a feel for that in the next few days, figure out where I land on. Alright, well, we're in break. Time to see how much Yachio can, well, with max break, time to see how hard Yachio can hit, and we pretty much just doubled the damage that we'd had so far. Now if I can just get lucky and get some good crits, and get an extra ult in here. Oh man, we are popping off right now. We are poking some holes in this Walpurgus. Somebody else has put in a ton of damage here too, but yeah, I feel like this change of attacker is probably a good move. And sadly, I don't get to do any more today because we're limited to 6. Because why 12 is the highest we could get to on day 2. But Let's go help out some union members. If anybody else out there in the internet would like some raid help, I do enjoy doing that as well. I'm so glad that they've been able to implement the friends feature so that I can now, in addition to my union, have other people that I can easily go help when they're. I wish it would pop up like friends are requesting backup. That's not a thing that it does, but it does put them at the top of the list when whenever it needs to. Whenever somebody is requesting. Calculating on my remaining gems at this point. Trying to think on if I want to try and pull for any of the limiteds. Would be I don't have Sumir yet, and I don't have any of the crossover characters. And I do have almost like 2 kitties worth of gems kicking around. I also do have more days to decide, and don't necessarily need to do that this afternoon. So many calculations. So many angles to consider. So many damage against that raid boss. Sad, sad, out of playables. But Buddy gonna launch 12. So is Buddy gonna go incognito for their 12? Honestly, should have done that so I could get a better feel for my team instead of getting raided by a bunch of people. But who am I to turn away friendship? Tower is also on right now. So it auto-cleared me up to 55. Oh, here's how this interface works. There we go. She does call for Flamegrass Dark. I mean, it's almost this. Let's edit our party to Flamegrass Dark. Dark. Flamegrass Dark. Let's grab Nami. Let's grab some breaker in here. I mean, I'm just so happy with Toka right now. Although it could be a chance to also try Fuka, but she's not built at all. Get. Oh, we don't have an attacker yet. See how she does, and Cyrano's usually a good choice. I think we're just gonna grab Cyrano for now. Alright, now redo these. Defense. do speed. Let's do not that. We got MP, attack, and on speed or MP. I think we want. Alright. Set that up that way, and then. This was a team that had not been updated in quite some time. Cool. Yeah, she's already set up one, that's good. So now we just need to put that there. Oh, you know, that one's the one that's on break. Yeah. No, actually, no. Do it. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay. We'll just kind of throw these guys at the mirror layers and see how that goes. Go, my Kyoko, go! I like that they added her little, like, pose thingy to signify her dark field thing. It's so small, but she just kind of goes diva for a second. Nice. So it has been a while since I've really, I think there's only been like 2 times that I've actually really pushed tower. So I definitely need to get my numbers back up. So usually just, I mean, I do what I'm doing now. I go ahead and let it auto battle through a few things. But then once that doesn't work, I get busy and do other things. And don't wind up putting too much effort into like pushing the last 5 floors or anything. And last time I was pretty busy, so that would be why I'm starting on floor 55 this time. I was starting higher previously. That's another easy casual clear. Now, this is going to give us any trouble until we get to the even-numbered layer. Which will be the boss layer of the set of 5. And I mean, we got another Ascension for Kirika today. I don't feel like we're going to be taking damage. Doesn't look like we are. It's a pretty meh prize for that floor. Just keep going though. I almost want to just like kick back and play some Tomodachi Life while this goes. Which actually, maybe I will do. I feel like if I'm doing that, I should stream the Tomodachi as well, but this is our Maju record anniversary stream. We're putting the respect on it. Also, in my Tomodachi Island this morning, we had our first divorce. So that's been interesting to deal with. Especially considering it was the one straight couple, and there's only one other straight guy on the island. And he's best friends with the guy from that couple. But he's spending time with the girl from that couple today, after the breakup, after not even really knowing her before. So, yeah, Tomodachi's going great. But Monica and Homura still no problems. Still just completely, utterly in love. Also, Applejack and Rainbow Dash had a kid yesterday. Or 2 days ago, maybe? They had a kid. Yeah, he is still super bummed about the divorce. I'm gonna try and get him back together. We'll see how that goes eventually, but he needed space. And oh wait, this is the boss floor. I was gonna say I think we should be getting to a boss floor in Zedra soon. This appears to be the Needle Witch, so this would be the fight to actually pay attention to. So it looks like we are almost in break, and we are still in turn 1, so that's beautiful. Yeah, floor 60, not really a threat to me. In fact, I don't even know if, I mean, we'll see. But I think it's been in like the 70s before, where it's like, starts to become, I need to pay attention. Team is operating as I thought it should. And after this, the elements for the next 5 floors should change, so that'll be time to back out and build another team. Alright, so floor 60, Needle Witch down. Nice, we got a Grimoire. It's beautiful, we love those. Those are very valuable. And now we want blue, purple, gray, water, dark, void. This one will not be changing. So, water, dark, and void. So do we just go with and then that? I think we'll give that a go. Check our portraits. Yeah, we'll just go with that. We want attack, Where's my... There we go. Attack, attack. She's defense, and then yes, perfect. Change up our supports. Not that one. Do change this one. What does she have? You know, that just says increase the speed by 20% all the time. That says half of that some of the time. That's way worse. Yeah, it's not. Wasn't enough. All right. That one does not change, and I think we want that one. Level her up real quick, and then we will unleash this team on... I'm not sure Ren's leveled up to. She's not. Okay, and now she's good. Oh wow, she's actually not even... Whoopsie! It's definitely been a while since I've streamed this game. Alright. We are built now for floor 61 to 65. And I think I am going to end in about 30 minutes from now. But we'll see how far we can push this tower until then. Changed up the team using a bunch of girls I have not used yet today. Gotta skip their animations. Once they've been played once, they do get auto-skipped. I have built my Ren very hard into just damage and attacking, which is a rather interesting strategy that goes pretty hard in certain scenarios. She basically functions as like another mini DPS slash breaker. She's just constantly chipping in damage, and then plus with the support she has, it also increases her breakage depletion a little bit. Definitely some bosses where it does not matter quite as much, but I've also run just like no breaker teams with Ren in it. She's just constantly just wailing in just every other attack, chipping in some damage. There goes layer 62. Yeah, there's not, aside from that breakup in my Tomodachi Island, there's not been too much else. I've added an additional me, and characters are becoming more friends with each other and everything. I added Sour Cream from Crystal Gem, Steven Universe. The latest one I threw in here. I'm just playing through some of the mini games, just grab a little bit of cash while I'm commentating on this just auto battle method to the tower. So one I'll mention as well. So when they introduced tower, I was surprised to find out that this was supposed to be the Mirror Labyrinth. Now, I don't know if something happened with the Mirror Labyrinth in Magia Record Arc 2 or anything like that, but the mirrors, the Labyrinth of Infinite Mirrors wasn't populated with witches and minions, at least previously. It was filled with copies of magical girls. That's what made it the Mirror Witch Labyrinth. And just the Labyrinth of Infinite Mirrors. It was just mirrors of the magical girls. So, lore-wise, I feel like the tower in this game is kind of iffy in my opinion. Not that it matters in the slightest, but also it did not even need to be the mirrors. There could have just been like, yeah, tower. It's its own thing. It's its own labyrinth, or it doesn't even need to be a labyrinth. It's just a thing that exists, but they made it be the mirror labyrinth. And it doesn't seem like it should be. What it is a good source of rewards. The enemies do seem to be taking a little bit longer to... Kiriko, where's your shield at? Why don't you have your barrier up? He's just actually that slow compared to everyone else. They're not dispellable, and I doubt the enemies got through them. So I'm assuming they wore off. I did look away. Guess I won't do that next fight. It looks like it's time to start paying attention to towers. Doing some bowling and well, that's a loss. I can't win this bowling one. Bowling is harsh in this game. Yep. Maybe. Yeah. Oh! I actually did pick up that split. I had to roll one of the pins over one of the other pins, but I got that. Alright, mirror layer 63 complete. And now let's see what's going on here. Because we almost lost a girl last round. And that is of major concern right now. Paying attention begins now. Okay, they are actually hitting through shield. It's just early on before she's actually getting her real shield out there. It's just a temporary one that they're getting through. I understand now. That makes sense. I am a little surprised to see that amount of damage going out there already. But if nobody's about to fall right now... Kiriko, why didn't you bury her? What happened to all of my points? What? Oh no. Oh no, it's all going wrong. I see. I see the problem. Need to put more speed on Kiriko. Or just take some speed off of someone else. Hello. Okay, well that's not good. I think this one's gonna be a retreat. There we go. Think I want to swap in Moemura I'm just trying to decide which slot. Does it replace Ren or does it replace Ui? That's my current conundrum. Ooh, and next layer is the boss. So actually, we'll just let it roll. Let it gamble. See what happens. Do a little gamble on stream. 20 minutes till end of stream. Don't love that everything's gonna be going off here. Well, that didn't do much to the ears. Maybe this won't matter. Already taken out ads. Yes. She shreds ads. Which not always is a good thing. There are some bosses where, as you take out ads, they actually get stronger. Gonna keep recalling those. I'm gonna just keep knocking them down. Uh-oh. Rena's unprotected. It's good. She's good. Alright. Okay, we're in break. Fantastic. Looks like we're gonna get a good slew of activations in here before she comes back. The priority 154 right now. 181. Rena, our breaker, is going to keep pushing her action value down the list so we can keep getting more attacks in here. Getting our break percentage up there. Ooh, but we are not getting the kind of damage I would love to be seeing right now. Did get a, not today, but a recent ascension to Ui, our buffer here on the end, which does get her passive mana, which has been so good. Right, that was just enough to hit down to the bottom of the barrier, but it's still there a little bit. Still, this is gonna take multiple breaks. Not even just two. But the fact that we are down to half health on a character is very concerning. Then again, I kind of came into this fight not sure if I was going to be able to clear it. I was about to change up the team, and I was like, well, it's the boss. We'll just see how we go. Poke. Use that to be a bigger poke, for sure. I would have liked to have pulled the limit I was going for. Oh no, that one's the grass one. Is Fuka water? I think she might have been. That might be something to try out here. She doesn't have any chrysalis yet. It's a shame. Okay, that didn't do too much. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Ren's just going to be shredding all of the minions so fast at this point that they're not going to actually be getting damage in on me again. Not going to be the quickest fight, but it is seeming like we're going to get there. At least this isn't the early days of the game, where the fight would literally go until it would time out. Well, we're getting our break percentages back up there, and we've hit 50% damage. Just keep hitting on this, and we're gonna get there. It doesn't. I mean, I think Rena took a little bit of damage since the last time we were in break. Not much though. So we may have hit a form of equilibrium here. Form of equilibrium such that I'm going to win eventually. Although if I do lose my breaker before we get into the next break, that is going to be rough. We got way more damage out of that phase, so that's promising. One more break should do it. Okay, we almost lost our barrier on Rena, and that's what we need to watch right now. Okay, Rena is without barrier now. I think it just ran out from turns. Oh, and she did not get her attack in there. This is not great. Do not currently have Kirika making it up here before the boss goes again. Nor are we going to get into break. So this could be bad. This could undo everything up here. Valiant effort, Rena. Not quite enough. Okay. Oof! Okay, yeah, there goes Rena. This is gonna have to be a retry, I think. It's not impossible, however, the odds are not in my favor at this point. Well, we're getting some big numbies up on our counter here to the right. Whew! That could have been devastating. Oh, we got no barrier. Here comes the attack. There goes both of our damage dealers. Alright, well that team did not get us there. Now Kirika's going to start doing a bunch of barriers, and they're not going to be able to actually kill these last two characters. We were so close with this team. So close. I don't know, maybe they'll still clutch it out. Come on, Kirika. Been talking you up all day. Show them what you got. Seen you clutch it out before. Ah, so close. Dang, that just hit through the shield. Straight up. Oh, and there's no barrier. That's not ideal. Down they go. Okay. Let's go back to tower, change up our team, and give it another go. Alright, I could have just gone to a sign from there. So I think swap her. Moimura is going to make all the difference we need. So here, let's put this one. And over here, we can do double check our portraits. Oh, we can give her a level. Okay. Back to the tower. Give that one another go. Here, layer 65, attempt number 2. The only thing that really stopped us last time is Kirika just kept missing her battle skill. That's all. So, with Moimura and the team, we're just going to get more battle skill through more SP. Should do it. Plus, it's going to have more speed, more action advance, more attacks in. It should speed everything up to a pretty decent degree. Once again, annihilated all of her ads. And again, just casually. Which I honestly don't know if I'm supposed to be doing that or not doing that. I can't remember. I believe there is a boss that works one way and one that works another way. I could always change things up for this game mode, so... Does seem like bigger number on the currently 8 out of 80 does mean more damage taken from my attacks. Very much explaining the previous matches way more successful second break compared to the first break, which, as we can see, I am not getting much damage in here right now. So, almost kind of want Rena to stop postponing. But oh, she's gonna push that down there. Yeah, from 71 to 90, back down to 77. I'm going to kill. Ooh. Don't remember. Yeah, Ui's not gonna be high enough. Yeah, Ascension to get the thing there, but we do get it on Moimura. Cracking the SP right now, figuring out when who's going to get what attacks. We are getting another activation of Hamusafer before the boss goes off again, so we are going to get another ult out of her. So that's nice, but also this first break we're not doing too much damage. We'll see if the simple addition of Moemura makes it so that it only requires 2 breaks. Although I feel like that's about the same amount of damage that I got in on the first break on the last attempt. Suspect the out of 80 number is not going to be quite as high by the time we need to break this time. We'll see though. Yeah, might not get as much damage out of the second break as we got out of second break last time. Just casually annihilate all of those as soon as they show up. So we're 16 out of 80 right now. Oops. It does seem to go down whenever I defeat ads. So I probably actually don't want to be doing that. It might be better to have a different character as my attacker. But you know what? This is still probably going to work anyway. Just might, take a couple extra minutes. Now that life is coming back down, I need to start rebuilding my knowledge of this game, clearly, so I remember which boss is which all the time. Yeah, we've maxed our break, but also break is over. Yeah, that one definitely did not go anywhere near as good as the second break did in the previous battle. However, it should just still continue to get better and better, and it's not like they can really hurt me. But man, Hamusfer is kind of just destroying that number right now by just continuously knocking off all of the ads that spawn. Ah, just another immediate take him out. So we're only getting like 8 out of the 80 each time we go into break. So that is growing pretty slow. So this is definitely critical to save. If you're following along at home, probably don't use this attacker. That's where the things are really going wrong right now. What I should have did is I should have grabbed Yashio. There we go, we're at 30, we're at 32. I actually got a little bit more out of it that time. But I still don't think we're going to get the win in this break. Just keep building things up. Does not look like we're going to get a Rana out here. We might get one hit at some point in time. It is percent based, so the sooner it gets in, the better. But I need Rena to have a bit more, which this will do it. So this should give her, so it's at 122 right now. She's going to ult 139. Didn't add too much to it, but enough that we might get 1 or 2 more critical attacks in. Yeah, Moimura actually sped us up to the point where it took more breaks, but Moimura's strong. And she gets you the resources that you need. Speed and SP. Do feel, I don't know, probably would have been a better idea to swap out Ui for Moimura as opposed to Ren, but there goes Tower Floor 65. Just like that, it is out of my way. Still have a bit of climbing to go, but that is going to be the end of the stream for today. So we got, we maxed out our Felicia. Sorry, anybody who faces me in PvP. We got Puka and Kane, two characters really wanted to do, and we got absolutely nothing out of the collaboration, but we might circle back to that. I still got time. But for now, I'm going to remind you all to sparkle and shine and have a wonderful time. And I will see you whenever I decide to stream next week. Until then, peace out. Bye!